Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Green Tea Guns. Today we got something pretty special for you, but before we get into that, I'd like to address that last video on this channel was more of a filler. I understand a lot of people were confused by that, didn't really like it. Won't happen again in the future. I won't make you guys angry. I would also like to say that videos will be attempted to be cut down. I'm going to try and keep it around like 10 minutes. I feel like that's a good amount of time for that. So yeah, so without anything else getting in the way, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So what are we looking at today? What is it so special for? Well, it's gonna be this thing. So this is a Ruger American chambered in .243 bolt action. Now you may be thinking, what's so special about a bolt action? Everyone and their mother has one. This right here is what makes it special. So if you know me or you've seen on the channel me firing, I'm left-handed. And if you know anything about bolt actions, is that most of them are right-handed. But luckily I found this one like a year or two ago at my local gun shop, and I went ahead and picked it up. The rifle itself was sub $400, which is pretty budget. Well, from what I've seen, people really recommend this gun, and I'm gonna have to do the same. After firing this gun and just using it for hunting and stuff like that, this is such a nice gun. So talking about this gun, let's go ahead and get into the overview of it. We're gonna go from butt to tip, just like Grantham does, or Flannel Daddy, whatever you want to say. But back here we have this really nice rubberized stock, which really helps with the recoil for certain people. I really like it. It doesn't feel hard whenever it hits my shoulder. It really cushions that right there, so that is very nice. Getting up to the stock, this whole stock is synthetic, so it's like plastic polymer for the most part, and it's not bad. You know, I know a lot of people prefer like wooden stocks and stuff like that, but this fits my style of like newer age. All right, so moving from the stock, we're gonna move up to the grip, which is very nice. I love the way it feels. It's got light texturing on it, which doesn't like dig into your hands, but it makes sure you have a good grip on there. It's very nice. I know some people like more aggressive texturing on their grips, but this works fine, especially just for hunting, which is mostly what this rifle was made for. So on the bottom of the grip, we see there is the red Ruger logo right there, which I think looks pretty cool. That kind of based the accents for our scope and the sling with the red, just to give it a secondary color, and I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but I think black and red is a very cool color scheme. So moving up, we actually have our safety right there, which I don't know if you can see too well, but it's just this little lever. Pretty nice, kind of reminds me of some shotguns with safety in a similar place. So right now it is on safe, and then whenever you flick it up, it's on fire with the red F right there. Pretty easy. Can't complain about it, especially for budget rifle. Everything so far has been looking good. Moving down, we're gonna look at this trigger, which is very nice. It's got this two-staged internal trigger kind of right there before you can pull the actual trigger. Now this one is lightweight, which I think is good for hunting, so that you don't flinch whenever you pull the trigger and potentially miss the shot. So moving up now, we have our bolt action right here, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Once you train with it, you can definitely get used to it. But personally, that little extra click in there kind of annoys me. It's not the end of the world. It's not bad. It feels nice to pull the action back. So yeah. So what you want to do if you're going to clean your gun or whatever, need to take it apart for some reason, move that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull up on your bolt, pull it back, make sure there's no rounds in the chamber or anything, keep it on safe, and you're going to hit that button. That allows you to pull the bolt out, and just to put it back in, literally just slide it back into place. Make sure everything's lined up. This is very in line with Ruger. They make these very blocky magazines, which are actually pretty nice. Even though this is made out of plastic, You can fit 4 rounds in there. Okay, knock it off. Works fine. Haven't had any feeding issues with it, so that's definitely good. So this is the round that it shoots. This is a 243. This is a 100 grain shell right here. Soft pointed tip on the end. A little bit of a closer look at that. Get back to the gun. So up here we have a tapered part of the stock that really holds onto the barrel well. Doesn't feel loose, doesn't feel like it's shaking around a lot whenever you're shooting it. So that is nice. I put on this, I think it was about $75, something like that. This Whitetail Classic 3 to 9 times scope on here. It's also got these covers on here, which are pretty nice. So, you know, if you don't want your lenses to get scratched up, you can just fold these down, and then whenever you need them, you can just smack your thumb against these little tabs on the sides. So the last thing on this gun that we added is this sling right here. Also got these red accents on there. Pretty nice, comfortable to put on your shoulder whenever you're not using it. So that's about it for the gun. Why don't I go ahead and show you the firing? So what we're shooting today is some 243 from Federal. This is 100 grains and it's a soft pointed tip. Last time I shot this, it shot pretty fine. So hopefully it should do the same for today. So we got our magazine loaded up right there. Gonna go ahead and shoot this bad boy. Sure to put our ears on. Don't want to go deaf. All right. Load around. Flick it off safe. Remove the lens covers. Pretty smooth firing, not that bad. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is we're actually going to test a penetration and accuracy test on a can of green tea Arizona, of course. Got it down there maybe about 50 yards, a little more. I haven't shot this thing for a while, so scope might be off a little bit. So that's what this test is for, but trick is, only got 1 shot. So let's go ahead and do this. So this is the aftermath of that shot. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty sighted in. Blew that can apart. You know, go ahead and have a tasty sip. Tastes like gunpowder and green tea. Surprising. So after firing this gun, you guys can really see how easy it is to shoot, how little the recoil is compared to some other hunting rifles, just how smooth the action is, and you guys saw what it did to that can. I haven't used this gun in a while, and the last time I used it, I thought the scope was not on sight, but after shooting that can, I saw that it works. So that's about it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. This gun is super fun to shoot, and I would always recommend it to anyone who wants to get into hunting or just wants bolt action. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content on the channel, and please show it to your friends if they'd like this kind of content. It'll really help out the channel if you do that. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.